Hello and welcome to another video from Colour with Claire. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely colour swatch chart with any of your pencil brands. Here, as you can see, I've used the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Now this chart was put on my Polychromos Facebook group, which is called Polychromos Combinations, by the brilliant Caron Black, who has thought of how to do this and given instructions on how to do it. So I thought that I would take Caron's idea and try and do it myself and make a video about it so you all can see how to do it, just in case you're not in the group on Facebook. So yes, this is Caron's idea. I've tweaked the measurements a little bit for me, but yeah, absolutely brilliant and lovely chart to show all of your different colours when you're colouring to reference to. So what you'll need is some A4 card, and it can be as thick as you like, the thicker the better, so it's not too flimsy. You'll also need a pen that won't smudge when you're colouring with coloured pencils, when you made the lines. Some pens do sort of smudge a little bit, so a permanent liner. You'll need a hole punch, a ruler, and a pair of scissors. And also you'll need one of these little rings, and you can get these from eBay and they're really cheap. You can get a load of them from eBay. So I'll put some links in the description for you to find the different bits and bobs. So let's get started. What you'll need to do first is get your A4 piece of card and cut it in half down the middle to get 2 pieces of A5. Then you'll need to follow these measurements to get your strips. Now here's my good old guillotine because my son has run off with my scissors. He's always making crafty bits and bobs and I can't find them now, so I'm using my old guillotine. And what you do is you take it lengthways, your A5 piece, and you'll need to measure 4 centimetre strips. So I'm going to put this in my guillotine, chop it down, and this is a 4 centimetre wide strip. So you'll chop down your pages until you have the right amount of strips. Now let me show you how many strips you'll need. So this strip at the top is a cover, which you don't have to do. I just did it to protect the top layer of pencils from getting dirty. So you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 strips, all at 4 centimetres wide, 18 if you want to do a cover. So once you have 17 or 18 of these strips, what you need to do is measure with your ruler 2 centimetre blocks. So we will split the entire thing into 2 centimetre blocks. So there's 2 centimetres. We'll just do a little line for now. And I'm doing this very quickly. You're going to be doing this with a bit more patience and a bit more time, but I'm doing this quickly for the purposes of the video. So 2 centimetre increments all the way down. Now for each strip, you'll need 9 blocks as a maximum. So the maximum amount of colours on one of the strips, because they're not all filled, there's not enough purples or enough oranges or whatever to fill all 9 blocks, but there is 9 browns, 9 greys, etc, etc. So you will need a maximum of 9 blocks, and I've done the 9 on all of them. Some of them are filled, some of them aren't. So when you get to 9, you will have a little bit left over. So this should be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the first one, the first block, is where you put the title. So I've got Polychromos and yellows. The rest, the other 8, are your colours. So you will have this bit at the bottom here that you don't need. So what you would do is just chop it off. So getting out my guillotine again, this extra bit at the bottom, I'm going to go to the very last line that I've measured. And now we have our accurately sized chart. So after this, obviously you would then put your full blocks in. I would do this slightly more carefully if I was taking my time, because usually my lines go a bit wobbly. Even with a ruler I managed to do wobbly lines. And there we have our 9 blocks. So what you would then do is write in whatever colours you're using, whatever brand. So for instance you might put Prismacolor, yellows. And then you would get your hole punch and make a nice little hole there for your ring to go through. And it really is as simple and easy and quick as that. So on the back of my charts I have put all of the different colour names to match up with what's on the front. They're a little bit dirty, as you can see, because obviously I was doing a lot of colouring, lots of dust everywhere. So what you could do is you could continue the lines across and make it a little bit neater if you wanted to, and then obviously you would fill in all of your colours. Now I'm going to put the exact colours that I've used for each swatch on these Polychromos pencils in the description, so you'll know exactly which colours to put under which category. I haven't done it yet for Prismacolors, but I will be in the near future. And you'll notice that on the Polychromos purples I've left one blank, and that's for the discontinued colour, light violet, which I have coming through the post soon. If you don't have that, not many people do have that, it's discontinued and it's not in the current set of 120, so you can just leave that out if you want. So as you can see, varying numbers of colours on each strip. So look in the description and see which colours I've used. You can decide to do your colours in different orders than this, it's totally up to you, but for those who want to copy it like for like, it's all going to be in the description. Now for the cover I just did a plain piece of card, exactly the same size as this, and then I printed out this label and stuck it on. So once you've done all of your swatches, you just pop the ring around it and it's there ready for you to reference when you're colouring. And what I've done here is, well, what Caron did actually is put all of the colours in light to dark order. Now a couple of the colours I got mixed up with when I was doing this chart, so it's not exactly the same as Caron's, and the measurements aren't exactly the same either, but this is just how it worked out for me. So as you can see on our oranges, we have quite an orangey red here at the bottom, which is actually Scarlet Red, but to me that's more of a very dark orange than an actual red. So we have then from light to dark our reds, and starting here is the sort of pinky reds like the Carmines. And that's when we move on to our pinks. The pinks also include the flesh tones as well. The red violets or pink violets have those lovely pinky purples, and the purple one has the true purples moving into the purple blue colours. Turquoises, obviously those lovely sea blues. Then I have our true blues, so our sky blues, our other different colours of blues that I can't think of at the moment. Ultramarines. Dark blues have our indigos and our helio blues. Our aqua greens are the lovely bright bluey greens, so emerald green and cobalts. Here are true greens, light green, what else? Grass green, leaf green, permanent green and juniper green. So these all go really well together when you're blending from light to dark as well, and that's really handy. We have the earthy greens, so more sort of brownish greens. The ochres are the really light browns, the tans, and the dark orangey sort of yellow colours. The red browns are things like Venetian red, caput mortem, sanguine and terracotta. The browns are our siennas, our umbers, and Van Dyke brown, walnut brown, nugget, etc. Obviously warm greys, which starts off with the white and the ivory, and the cold greys finishes with the Payne's grey and the black. So all except the three metallic colours from the 120 set are included in this swatch chart. So again, massive thanks to Caron Black for showing us how to do this on the Polychromos combination group. I hope you've enjoyed watching how I did it, and I hope it's easy enough for you to follow and understand, because I don't like things that are overly complicated, so I always try and make things as simple as possible. And let me know if you've done it as well. Please feel free to join the group, show us all of your charts, all of your combinations, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.